So today I have with me the XBot AI Cameraman Sports Gimbal, along with the Blink Focus tripod over here. So I just want to do a quick unboxing and first impressions of it. So starting off with this box, this definitely does feel nice and high quality. And right over here, the first thing I see are going to be the instruction booklets. So it just gives me a few steps on how to actually go ahead and use it. And this is a one-piece paper. And then there's also going to be another user manual over here. And this is just going to go a little bit more in depth on how to go ahead and use it. It also gives me some QR codes with some video tutorials if I need help on how to go ahead and actually set this up. And again, this box feels really nice quality. It has like this foam cushion all around it. And at the bottom over here, I see that it does come with a carrying case. This kind of has like a suede-like feel to it. It's nice. It's a drawstring and a really soft material on the inside as well too. So that's real nice that it comes with something like this. Up on top over here, there's gonna be actually a little tripod, so a little tripod attachment that I can put on the gimbal itself. And again, this is made out of plastic. It feels like a nice material. At the bottom, it does have these rubberized grips. This is just to go ahead and set it down somewhere and prevent it from, moving around. And finally, the last thing itself is gonna be the gimbal right over here. Oh, actually, one more thing did come out, which is gonna be these things over here. This is gonna be the USB-C charging cable, along with a little hand strap, just to make sure that this doesn't go ahead and fall. And yeah, this looks pretty intricate. There's a few buttons over here, but first things first, to open this up, I just have to push this upwards. And then, yeah, this can go ahead and move just like so. And everything just rotates around. Now, up over here, I see a few different buttons. So for starters, there's gonna be a power button, then this button with the letter M, and then this is gonna be a mixture of a dial that I can go ahead and rotate clockwise or counterclockwise, and I can also move it up, down, left, right, just all the way around. On the side here, there's gonna be a place to actually charge it. On the other side, we're gonna go ahead and have this switch. I can flip it upwards, downwards, and it goes back to the center afterwards. At the bottom, I'm gonna have the hole to actually put the tripod. So again, I can use this small tripod over here, or I could use the large Blink Focus tripod that I'll use in a sec. So this does come in a carrying case, and I'm a real fan of it. It looks real nice. On the back side, it does have these rubberized grips. I guess this is just to go ahead and set it down. On the front, it does have option for a strap, just to go ahead and hold it around your body. Yeah, these zippers are really thick actually. All right, so there's a few things that come in here. First thing is gonna be this bag. So this is probably gonna be like a weight bag of some sorts. And I do have a handle here. And there's a zipper actually in here, so I can go ahead and put stuff in here. And there's gonna be another one as well too. Although this one, I do feel like there's actually some things already in here. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is gonna go ahead and be the strap just to put just around my body here. And then probably the same thing on the other side as well too. Gonna be another strap, although this one is gonna be a little bit bigger. And it looks like there's a lot of things that can kind of hang from it. And then last thing is gonna be a quick instruction booklet on how to actually go ahead and use it. So this is the tripod itself. It's made out of like a metal material, and it does look different than regular tripods. This definitely does look really hefty. The feet actually go ahead and fold over, so to be able to actually open this up, I have to go ahead and turn this knob over here. There's actually going to be multiple knobs, and this is just to go ahead and increase the size. So when I go ahead and loosen this up and I pull it, I do have to give a little bit of a tug, and then when I go ahead and let go, it does stay in place. It slowly goes down. But if I want to go ahead and push it with force, there is some resistance over here, so I have to go ahead and be patient with it. I'll just go ahead and lift it kind of up here, and I can go ahead and lock it, and it'll stay right there in place. And then same thing goes for all these other knobs up over here too. So just to give an idea of how big this tripod can actually extend to, I'm just going to go ahead and slowly start to raise it up. Got a house over here in the background and a tree right here. So this is the regular view, and then this is the view of the tree. Now this is going to be the first level, and then I'm going to have the second, third, and fourth as well. But just going down all the way over here, to be able to close it, all I have to do is just loosen this up. Actually, I loosened it up a little bit too much. And there, that's good. And I can just push this rod down, and then the feet are gonna go ahead and start to close. So it's gonna be easier if I put the camera down like this. And it's kind of interesting how it goes ahead and folds. But there it is. That's how it looks like just laid out. All right, so there's a right way to put the phone in, and this little indentation has to be facing upwards because that's where the top of the phone is gonna go ahead and go. I could just slide it right in there, and then just open it up, and there, now it's right here. And next I can do, next thing I did is actually install the XbotGo app, so I can go ahead and just launch it over here. And I can go ahead and turn it on. And the way to turn it on is just by holding the power button over here, and the phone would go ahead and orient itself after I hold it. And there, so now it's oriented in the portrait mode. And if I do want to go ahead and put it landscape, I could just press this button again over here, and it'll flip. That's pretty cool, but I'll just keep it in portrait for now. Now I want to go ahead and connect the gimbal to it, so I went ahead and turned on the Bluetooth for the phone. I can click bottom button here, and I can click connect. It's connecting, and now connection success. Now to be able to actually use this, all I have to do is just press the logo at the bottom over here, and then it gives me a bunch of different recording modes, from soccer, basketball, power soccer, football, lacrosse, ice hockey, single mode, and fencing. So right now I just want to try out the single mode, and I'll go ahead and press next. I'll go ahead and orient it correctly. Now it says XBot would like to access the camera. I'll go ahead and click OK. Access the microphone, OK. Quick press the power button on the device to change the orientation of the phone. Yep, I figured that out. Next. And then there's a shutter button on the back. So line the shutter button towards the center of the line of the field in the game mode. This will help the device rotate to cover the whole field. Okay. Single tracking mode. Track the person closest to the camera only. Do not guarantee follow the same person if multiple persons are presented. Align the back lines of the black screen with the edges of the phone holder. Click the red button to start recording. Click to start streaming. Video can be recorded while streaming. So this is going to be the main screen for recording, and in the upper right corner is going to be the battery percentage of the gimbal. Right below it is going to be for live broadcasting, so if I want to go ahead and turn it on, I can press OK. Otherwise, I'll cancel. Right below that is going to be the red button. This is going to go ahead and be to record, but I'll leave it out for now. And then I also have the option to mute or unmute over here, and then I can either hide the icons on the left side or actually hide all the icons, and then I can show them up again. And now going to the left, I have a few options over here. So I have the home button. So this will go ahead and of course take me home. But let me go back to where I was. And I was at the single mode, and then press next. Right below it, this gives me the resolution. So 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080. Right below that is going to be the aspect ratio, which I can't change at all when I press it. Right below that, I have three little dots, which shows up a lot more settings. First and foremost is going to be the basic settings. This gives me the max video duration, so 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or other duration that I want to go ahead and input. I'll leave it to 60. Screen auto dim. So this can go ahead and be to save battery or not, so I'll just go ahead and leave it on. Now there's the auto zoom feature, so I'll leave that on. For auto tracking, I'll leave that on as well too. And now here's going to be the max pan angles. So this can be set to 180, or if you want it to be a little bit shorter, you can go ahead and decrease the size. So I believe the original size what this was at was 120 degrees. And now the max panning speed. Original setting was at 2000, so I'll go ahead and leave it there. But you can increase this to 2500 as well too. And then you can see how the camera's slowly beginning to follow me as I move out of the frame. And what I did notice too is the minute I started running is when it kind of started lagging behind. Although eventually it did end up catching up to me, it was nowhere near the same speed that I was. but it still found me even if I went out of the frame, as you can see over here. Alright, so that was pretty cool. I just ran back and forth and the gimbal started following me. When I went slow, it was nice and smooth, but what I did notice is when I was running and going fast, I was kind of out of frame, so it took a while to go ahead and actually find me, but eventually it did find me. And so now to be able to actually find my videos, all I have to do on the app is just head over to manage, and then right there, that's where my videos are going to go ahead and be. Now if I want to go ahead and actually save this to my camera roll, all I have to do is press the check mark in the upper right corner, select the video, and then at the bottom left, click download, and then confirm, save the photos, click OK, and then I'll allow access to all photos, and then there. So I don't always have to go ahead and use the app. So right now, all I have is the gimbal placed on it on a table. So when I go ahead and pick it up, you can see how smooth it is, and I can go ahead and actually tilt this too. So let me tilt it downwards a little bit, and there it is. And now as I go ahead and move, this is how steady it's gonna go ahead and be. Now I want to go ahead and try running to see how it's gonna show up on video, but I have high hopes for it. And yeah, I can see it slowly wobbling with the gimbal as it's beginning to adjust. And of course I can go ahead and rotate this as well too, so I'll move it right over there to my right side, and I can go ahead and do the same thing for the left. And I can go ahead and do this pretty quick as well. So this is the quickest it goes ahead and moves, and the quickest moves on the other side. And now this is as high as it goes if I want to go ahead and tilt it down, and that's it. And now if I want to tilt it up, this is as high as it tilts. And now if I want to go ahead and flip it over, so all I have to do is just press that power button, and it'll go ahead and give it in portrait mode. But yeah, that's a quick overview of the Xbot gimbal.